So, Joan,
Mm-hmm.
what was your beginning of beekeeping?
Norman
Yeah.
uh, decided our garden wasn't producing, and
Oh,
so we don't have any bees, and he went around the neighborhood and couldn't find bees, and it was being advertised amongst the public about how endangered the bees were. I think we need to be a part of the solution for this. So
wow.
let's go get some bees. And he looked up uh, on the computer somebody that had some for sale, and we picked them up and
The
joined the
hive
club.
and the bees?
The hive and the bees.
Okay.
Yeah. Put them in the backyard and joined the club, and we took off. Learning and learning, as you know, the bees will just keep teaching you.
Uh-huh.
Always encourage people to join the club because there's so many people that can teach you so much.
Yes.
Learning through doing.
Learning through doing, yeah.
Mhm.
And so you have to go into it in order to see what's going on.
Yes, yes. Gary Lawrence was extremely helpful for us
Yes.
in doing that. He opened his bee yard to people to come in with him and helped a lot of people.
Uh-huh. So the club started 20 something years ago, but he wasn't one of the very first. I think he told me that he
No.
came in maybe about 5 years after it had begun or something like that. And so all that time, he opened his yard to hive dives or what do they call it, mini bee days or something.
Yes, they did name it.
Mm.
Before it was formal, he just opened up and
He just said, "Come on over."
yeah.
How many people would come over?
It was usually a very small number, like Norman and I and maybe another person or two.
Yeah.
Of course, he had groups too. He was very helpful. And Mike Stefanos was a phone guy. We were always phoning Mike. This is happening. What do we do? Very thankful for all the people that helped us.
Yes. We live in Walnut Creek also.
We do, yes.
And at the clubs, I noticed that there's a group of maybe 8 or 10 Walnut Creek-ish people who hang out. So there's community in the bee.
Oh, definitely. Beekeepers like to help.
A generous group of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that bees, I call them gypsy bees. Maybe I need to come up with a different term, but I don't feel like they live just in one place forever. And people will say, oh, for 10 years there's been these bees in the wall of my house. Well, I think that they've swarmed. They can swarm to oblivion. Maybe the nest gets robbed out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some mice get in there and clean it out.
Yeah.
A new swarm comes on in, builds anew. Maybe there's a bee tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the same thing happens. I think they can swarm out in the reproductive season and attract anew another time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to know, I've never experimented, I don't know if anyone has monitored, but I would like to know, because there are some bees that migrate, or they go to a certain elevation at a time of year and then come back down at a different season.
Wild bees.
Wild bees, right? I wonder if they come back to the same cavity. But we'd have to put a little glued number on them or something and go in there and find out.
And which would be hard because they only live so long, and it would be their progeny that would
Good point.
come back.
Yes. Joan, in your yard, you've got nuke size boxes.
Predominantly. Yeah.
Predominantly. 6 frame?
Correct. Yes. Norm made those
And then you stack them.
as needed. Yes.
How?
We treat them like any hive. When they get too big, they get extra space, or they get separated, or they get managed.
Yeah.
Just like a regular hive. They're just smaller, easier to lift.
Some people have gone from 10 frame Langstroth to 8 frame.
Yes.
From the deeps to the mediums.
Yes.
and you've gone 6-frame bees.
No, mediums.
Oh, they're mediums.
They're mediums.
6-frame mediums. Yeah. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, we went from the standard of deep and medium. We had both. Most people have the bottom is, or their brood and is deep, and then the top has the honey and is medium. And when we started aging, and that, then we switched to all mediums.
And you can interchange the frames then. That makes the equipment easier to maneuver.
Yes, that has, for us, has made a nice difference to have everything matching. Really helped us out.
So you've got a top bar, some Langstroth, mostly 6-frame.
Yeah. And most of our 6 frames have a 2-frame feeder, which is the only size that makes it. With we use ladders in our feeders so that they go up and down without grounding, as opposed to straw. A lot of people use straw.
The wooden top with the 2 circles and the plastic lattice that goes down, so they could climb that ladder to the liquid and come back out.
Yeah.
I have seen no wood on the top and just a plastic foundation slanted in it, so they could walk down the texture of that.
Yeah. Yes. Anything to get them in and out.
Yeah. Without getting all wet.
Yeah.
And you feed syrup.
We do quite a bit because we have the small hives. If they have mostly young bees, then they don't have the foragers to support themselves. Try to give them the option of natural feed, which is, of course, is the best.
Yeah.
We're really happy when the earth supplies us with the nectar and pollen. And the bees, of course, love that the best. But we do keep a supplement around in case they need it, they can have it.
And you're raising queens too.
Yes.
And so you need the queens to be well fed.
Very important.
You need the nurses to be healthy.
Right.
I wonder if you have an observation about women beekeepers versus men beekeepers.
I don't know. Person to person, some people are gentler,
right,
than others.
Oh my gosh, I'm a bull in a china shop.
Yeah. And there are men who are very quiet and gentle, and there are women who aren't. And women have more of a nurturing factor to them. But women do seem to be getting into it more and more on their own.
That's interesting.
I think we're finding more like this couple we just talked to last week. He was at work. They usually do bees together, but there was a swarm and she was home, so she did it all by herself, and she was just tickled that she did it, on her own and handled it. And
it's a great activity to have together as a couple.
It is a great couple activity. Gives you something to do together, talk about, because too you're always learning. There's no always or ever time, or those words just really don't exist in beekeeping. There's so many ways to do each activity.
That has come so to the forefront this season when we had so much rain this fall and winter, and that created a different flowering, and the bees began to increase their population months earlier than previous years. And so what was textbook or what was normal to us now, and what are we going to do about it? The same old thing? Or do we have to observe and make adjustments?
Yes, I think you have to watch what the bees are doing and what nature is ready for, and go with their flow. And in which that's part of learning, is learning what to look for and what to do when you see something. Whether it's a disease or a flow of nectar or pollen, what pollens are coming in.
I know you go into your hives a lot when you're doing the queen grafting because you're setting up the starters, you're getting the mating nukes ready.
Right.
Do you have a rhythm or a schedule of inspecting all of them?
They kind of set their own schedules. We do keep track of the dates. We write down when we observe the eggs being laid, and then how long one let them lay before you sell them or before you fuss with them. So I think keeping track of the dates is important, and each hive will have its own dates.
I write on the top of my lid. You put tape and you write on the tape.
Right.
I paint, and then I write,
And then
and then I paint again. But if I don't go out and look at my notes, then I can get behind schedule or miss something. But you've also got a brick system.
Yes.
And I don't remember.
Yes, we have, like, when it's laying flat, they're laying.
Okay, there's a laying queen in there.
There. And it's laying on its side. There's a queen, but we don't know what she is, whether she's been bred or we just know she exists.
Okay.
Then that queen we have to check later on to see if she made it through her mating flight.
So you can walk out into your apiary, see those that are on the side, and know that those are going to need attention before long.
Right.
I like that visual.
Yeah, it gives you another backup plan.
And then you could go over and look at the note and see maybe what
more
date you're going to go, more details.
Because we're not going, we know ourselves, and we know we're not going to remember which hive is doing what. And
I'm mentoring 12-year-old Jamison, and he's a genius, and he's got a memory like a machine. And he can remember 6 in a row what happened and where they came from and what city that swarm was from and the last time we checked it.
That's a gift that's not given to everybody.
Or over time we get a lot of information build up, and then I have to be more selective about what I'm going to actually remember.
Yes. So I envy a person like Jamison who can remember well. I know it's not me, and so I have to adapt and adjust and use what tools I can.
Yeah. I was using permanent marker, but they run out if I go hive to hive, they run out pretty quickly. Maybe if I leave them upside down, then some more ink will run down. I can use them later. Then I went to a paint pen in the craft area. I like that, but when I'm shaking them, they splatter, and now I've got paint on me. And but they're probably my favorite. And then I found this fabulous big one, and it wasn't a permanent marker and it wasn't a painter, it was a felt tip, right? And so I wrote on it, and I was very happy with the amount of ink that was coming out, and I could see it easily and all that. And after about a week, it disappeared. Disappearing ink.
Disappearing ink. The ink itself. So either the sun faded it real quickly.
Yes. I know that I went through about 14 hives that were 2 stories high, and I split them out. And I had a bunch of nukes lined up to put in queen cells or, the split. So I know that lineup were all splits, and I know that I did them all on the same day. But my notes are gone.
Dear.
So I'm back to my paint pen. And you use?
We used to use the Sharpie.
Sharpie on your tape.
We usually take quite a few, and we have quite a few around.
Yeah.
And I do store them down in my pocket.
So the ink can run down.
Yeah.
What do you like about the bees?
One thing is the smell of the beehives.
Yeah.
I enjoy the fragrance so much.
Just walking out into the yard,
Yes.
you can smell them.
Oh yeah, that is an enjoyment.
I love that.
And I appreciate their complexity. Enjoy also just the learning.
We learn new things from science, and we also learn new things from others.
Oh yes.
I heard a new beekeeper say, well, this year I'm putting it all into education. I'm just learning everything there is about bees in this one year. And then next year I'll be able to.
Well, that I'm sure they'll get a good start.
Right? Yes. Yes, a good start. Always something new.
That's why I tell people, if you enjoy learning, that's a good hobby for you.
I think I need to get my patience in check, but I find myself getting irritated when people will say things like, you can't get stung by a dead bee. And I'll be rinsing out some comb that I have strained the honey out of. And there'll be a bunch of dead bees, and maybe it's been in there for quite a few days. I can see that, they're absolutely dead. And as I'm doing this, I can get stung several times. They don't have muscle. They're not alive and actively stinging me, but their stinger is sticking out, and there's a venom sac on the other end, and
You run into it.
it gets me. I get kind of frustrated when people have an opinion about something that they have not experienced.
Bee that has stung, you cannot get stung again by it. You brought up a point of how you can actually get stung by a dead bee.
Have you mentored? I know that you're a great
No.
teacher. People come into your yard.
Oh,
Norm
thank
does the queen grafting and all,
Yes.
and you're fabulous at teaching. But have you taken on mentees?
you. No, I don't think so. We had people that come into the yard for like several months or a year. It's just kind of up to the person. If they want to come and work with us, then that's great. We love it.
Do people call you for advice?
Yes, we call Norm. Our phone is always open to people.
Sweet.
Willing to share what we've experienced, what we know, but like I said, there's always more coming. New things. The scientists are always discovering something new, and beekeepers are always passing other things on, like you've just passed on to me, like you've been stung when you smush the bees.
I like that pass it on idea. We used to learn more from the people in the tribes and the villages in the oral lessons,
Yes.
and by direct experience. And not as much nowadays, more of books and the internet. But this is a valuable thing still to learn from each other.
Oh yes, it is. Oh, it's great to learn from books and read all those things, but it's also to put in your repertoire talking to people.
I like the forums from the book clubs or the Facebooks and that kind of thing, so I can see conversations that are going on and get many experiences shared.
Right. Yeah.
What's your water source? For the
East Bay
bees?
Nut. We have a creek in our backyard,
Oh,
which is just
that's convenient.
I don't know if you saw it.
You don't have to
In
fill
there.
it up.
It has gone
It has gone dry.
a couple of times.
Mm.
A couple of times. We also keep, the big chicken waters.
Yes.
We keep those in, and then put rocks or twigs or something
Yeah.
in the water part so the bees can walk down. We keep those out for them all the time, and we have a large tank, and we put a
Pump, a
yeah,
recirculating.
small pump,
Okay.
and it goes up and then runs down
Oh,
a piece of cement,
okay.
and it keeps going around and around. So we have that
They
in our
like
backyard.
moving water.
Plus the cement is wet, so they can go up and the water's trickling down, so they can also get water off of that. So they love the creek. We have a neighbor who keeps a old pond, she says, in the back, and She likes to see the bees coming in the back and use her pond.
I love to see them lined up on
Isn't
the
that
edge.
cute?
That is so
Isn't that
cute.
Isn't that cute? And they do that with syrup or water or something.
Uh-huh.
That is,
Yeah.
that. And then I enjoy the pollen on their legs, the way they
Uh-huh.
kind of waddle in. And they're
Uh-huh.
full of pollen, or
The
probably
colors are-
nectar. They're full of nectar. That
right.
probably makes them waddle a little more
good
too.
point.
I think they are so cute when they walk. And one of the first things I was always so surprised how much bees walk.
How much they walk.
Yes.
You mean they get in more than 10,000 steps a day?
I think they do. They walk all over the hive inside,
Mhm.
which is also in the dark. They're just
Mhm.
walking all the time in there. You see them walking around in the ground.
Yes. I've heard that they will feed the larva 300 times a day.
I know it's a big number.
So they're going from cell to cell to see which ones need food. Yeah. They're getting the nectar from a forager and then going to its depository.
Okay. Yeah, they take the nectar and they work it in their mandibles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is something those are areas where it's fun to go to the scientists.
Yes.
And see, like, the counts. They spend the time to
like
count
how many
things
bees it takes to fill up a teaspoon or something.
Yes, and so they observe all kinds of things and then pass them on to us. And nice to go and to listen to the scientists and see what they have discovered. Yeah. Things that we won't take the time. We don't have.
It takes time and documentation.
Yes.
And you don't just want to see it once. You need to see it over a period of time. Yeah. Draft it out. Yeah, I signed up for the Master Beekeeper series, and I'm in the apprentice level. Yes. And so there's the textbook, and there's resources to all kinds of scientific articles and studies. And so I'm getting into that, helpful. And it's very helpful, very exciting.
Yes, it is a great program to be involved in.
And doing the bees together has given you two something to do.
Oh, yes. Together. Oh, yeah. Make it a couple thing, or if you don't do bees, do something else together. Yeah. Find a together thing. But I definitely recommend bees because it's so extensive, and then it's like you had mentioned, you could travel with bees.
That's right.
Yeah, that's something you want to do.
Visit other people's apiaries, see how they're set up, what they do. Yes.
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah, you could make soap, you could make mead, you could just have bees in the backyard, you could have your beverage and your lounge chair.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, yes.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful.
And we'll all go on enjoying our bees.
Yeah.